Have you ever heard of a ridiculous diet and maybe been tempted to try it just because you want the easy way to get skinny? Well, if you have, you're not alone. I'm going to dive into some of the most shocking and crazy ones today. Hello and a big warm welcome. My name's Carys Anderson and thanks so much for joining me today, whether you're on the podcast or on the YouTube channel. I love having you. So we're going to dive in today to the most shocking and crazy diets that I could find on the internet. This is meant to be a bit of fun and kind of poke fun at the dieting industry over the years. But I do need to preface this with people do genuinely have issues, mental health issues around food and might have felt driven to one of these diets. Now, if you've ever felt like that, please do reach out to someone. But this video is not aimed to offend anyone. It's just aimed to be a light-hearted look at the diet industry, which is kind of the industry I'm in, and it can be a load of old bloody rubbish sometimes. Let's dive in. So the first one I have found that seems to be popping up everywhere is the tapeworm diet. So obviously this is a bit of an old school one. I think here it says the turn of the 20th century. Basically you would take a pill that had tapeworm eggs in it, and the tapeworm would grow in your belly and then kind of eat up everything that was in your belly and help you lose weight. That is literally your very first diet pill, isn't it? But then I think it got banned because it was so dangerous and people were so ill with so much stomach aches and stuff. So number one, tapeworm diet, don't try it at home. It's not worth it. Number two, the one that I see that keeps coming up, this is hilarious. And I love all the old school kind of health advice that doctors used to give. And it just goes to show that doctors only have the research they've got to work with at the time. And sometimes the research is funded by people you don't want it to be funded by. But drum roll, please. The cigarette diet. So I used to be a professional dancer, and I can remember when I first started, like there was girls who would smoke, so they would suppress their appetite. It's definitely around in the modeling industry. You know, smoking is less prevalent now for sure than like 10 years ago. But so in the 1920s, your doctor would prescribe you cigarettes to suppress your appetite and keep you skinny. And that's funny because I think that being skinny goes through fads and trends as well. I think at the moment, being like super skinny is not really a trend. For women, I think it's more about being strong, having like big curves and stuff. But in the 20s, you think about flappers, it was all about being skinny. And I think that kind of happened, early noughties, when it was like that size 0 thing, or maybe like mid noughties, and it was really fashionable to be skinny again. Then I think those cigarettes came out to suppress your appetite. So another one not to try at home. Let's have a look what other ones we've got here that I really loved. Okay. This one resonates with me strongly because you may or may not know, but I am pregnant at the moment. And in your first trimester of pregnancy, not only do you feel like absolute crap and you puke a lot or you feel sick a lot, the reason you feel like that is because of a pregnancy hormone called HCG. And in the 50s, physicians were suggesting that women go on a 500 calorie a day diet and get injected with HCG. So actually be injected with that hormone that makes you feel like absolute crap in the first trimester of pregnancy, plus being on 500 calories a day, which is going to make you feel like you just want to lay in bed all day. So let's take a guess. Let's take a poll right now. Write in the comments. Are they losing weight because of the HCG hormone or because of the 500 calorie a day diet? Because if you watch this channel for a while or listen to this podcast for a while, then you know that calorie deficit is how you lose weight. And there are diets, very low calorie diets, extreme low calorie diets that put you on 500 calories a day, mainly to sell their product. It's usually like a stupid bar or a shake or something. And of course you're going to lose weight on that, but you're going to mess up your hormones. You're going to mess up your metabolism. You're going to put that weight back on as soon as you start eating normally again, which is going to be at least 1,000 calories more than that at the very least, depending on your height and weight. So Don't inject yourself with HCG, the pregnancy hormone, which makes you feel like absolute crap in the first stage of pregnancy. Don't eat 500 calories a day. This is so shocking that actual physicians recommended this to women. And also what's shocking, actually, and also quite disturbing, is that women will go to any length to lose weight. Any length. The other ones that I've seen are the boiled egg diet, the Chardonnay diet, the cabbage diet, the grapefruit diet. These diets which are letting you just eat only one food group, which just means you're not getting enough of any of your vitamins and minerals and macronutrients. You're literally going to be malnourished. And if you put your love of being skinny above being malnourished, then that's really scary. And it just harkened back to what I said at the beginning. You know, the want to be skinnier and skinnier, it's a mental health issue as well. So although we're taking a lighthearted look at these diets today, they're playing with people's mental health, especially when doctors were prescribing this for people. And this is obviously not happening anymore, but there are other stupid things that come out now. And a lot of the diets I found were like the Hollywood diet, the Beverly Hills diet, and it's a lot around juicing. And obviously when you're juicing, you're reducing your calories down to maybe 400, 500 a day, or not even, which is why you're going to lose weight. You might as well just eat 4 digestives a day and you'll still lose weight. But it's that kind of righteous thing of feeling like you're juicing, so you're doing something good, but you're losing weight because you're seriously reducing your calories. As soon as you eat again, you'll put it back on again. The diet that I thought was also hilarious was the baby food diet. So this one is that you substitute all your meals a day with jars of baby food. So I don't know if any of you have babies who have been weaned onto like puree food, but their poo is utterly, unbelievably disgusting at that point. So if you want disgusting baby poo, then I suggest you do that as well. So obviously, what's the idea behind eating baby food? Once again, calorie restriction. So all these diets are like different ways of calorie restriction. But it's so funny how they make it into like a trend and a fad and people jump on it. And the thing is, if you've seen Jane down the road lose loads of weight and you're like, oh, how did you do it? Baby food might be for some people. Please, please, please don't do that. Okay, I'm going to finish up with another one that I really liked, the Sleeping Beauty diet, because you can't eat when you're asleep. And we know that we gain weight because we eat too much. So Elvis actually asked his personal physician, can you sedate me for a while? Then I won't be able to eat all these pizza and burgers and chips and stuff like that. So sleeping your way through life is apparently the best way to not do that. So what's actually the way to not eat pizza and burgers and chips and stuff? Have a diet of moderation so you don't feel like things are off the table. Work on your habits, work on your lifestyle habits and choices, and start to learn to cook is probably a good one to put in there as well. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed that little look into the crazy diet industry, and you will see these things come up again. You have probably seen skinny coffee, skinny tea, boom bod or whatever it's called, this tablet, this pill, this capsule that's got all these powdered fruits and veggies in that's going to make you lose weight. And even if they're not telling you explicitly it's going to make you lose weight, the marketing is skewed to make you think it makes you lose weight. I've mentioned before that when I wanted to lose body fat, and this was when the ketogenic diet first became popular, I bought off My Protein, which I still use and love, raspberry ketones. Because I literally was like, this is years and years ago before I became a personal trainer, by the way. I thought, if I just drink these raspberry ketones, I'll be put into ketosis and I'll lose body fat. And it felt like such a lovely solution because I was working hard in the gym, I was building muscle, but I wanted to strip back a bit of body fat. And I just thought, oh, what an easy, lovely option. And then I got them, realised that they were disgusting, and I started reading up about them and realised I'd literally been scammed out of my money. So please don't get scammed out of your money with any of these fad diets that crop up nowadays. You can watch back through all my content, there's a playlist on my YouTube channel of nutrition tips. You can lose weight with all those nutrition tips. And of course, working out. And if you want to be coached by me on your weight loss journey, your fitness journey, or your way to creating a healthier mindset and better habits, then check out the link in the description because it links you there to all the different ways that you can work with me. And there's also a link to a little free 3-day challenge as well, which you can do. And I want you to have the most wonderful day. I hope you're having a happy day, and tell someone you love that you love them because it makes them feel so good. And I'll catch you in the next episode on Monday.